Conan, now featuring Pink.
How
Is
much
this
pink?
As much pink as you're willing to give us.
this is getting weird?
Let's get weirder.
No,
I like weird.
won't
Let's
say
get
ass fuck, but
weird.
perfectly okay with talking about getting pink all over the spreading the pink or whatever wherever you guys are going with this.
Ah, I don't think anyone would be super opposed to that either, but nonetheless. Perhaps in a different
uh,
context.
I actually had a legitimate question, which is this the first time that surely we filmed before? Yeah, we did at least one recording before, at least you did, Alex, when we excuse me, after we'd started over, right?
Yes.
Is this only the second one?
This would be, well, for me, it's probably the third or fourth, because I cut it up into little parts, but this is definitely the second session of playing on the new server.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I feel a belch
You
coming
know
on,
what?
but it's not going.
I just spawned in a new black cat, and that makes me feel better because it's like I resurrected the one that I accidentally hit. I'm a big fan of animals, in particular cats. That really honestly bothered me. I know it's just a digital creature. I know it's just an asset that's just walking along and has no life. Even in this game, it's just inconsequential, incidental, whatever. But no, it represents something that I truly cherish, and it really hurt my feelings with the poor little guy because I was fighting a couple stupid Nords just because I'm looking for like some good Nord workers or whatever. You know, the poor little cat just happened to wander in the wrong place, and my stupid axe was too big, and poor little guy lost his life. But I have brought him back. Here it is, folks. Cats have 9 lives, and I've proven it right here. I brought him back. Same black cat. There he is, right there. And I will now
Woohoo!
go away from this area so I don't do it again. What's going on your end, everybody?
Pink is presumably still loading in to get on the cross to begin with.
Yes, I am
Oh,
on the
right.
cross now. I can't. Oh wait, how do I close this?
Excuse me.
Let me close it.
What are you
I'm
trying to close?
I'm
Like the
trying to-
tutorial?
No, there's no. Is there a tutorial in this?
Not really tutorial so much as like tutorial steps, like
I was trying to. Yeah, I was
cool
trying
tips.
to clear up one of the pop-up menus for the
Yeah.
character customization, so I could take a look at my little sheet of paper there. But I don't remember which one I have to click to actually zoom in and see it.
When you say piece of paper, are you talking about your list of crimes?
Yeah, that thing.
I did not. I personally don't remember seeing that ever until I had already committed to my character. Then my crimes were revealed to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
once
is that-
you finish
is-
customizing your character, that's when you get to see your crimes.
Ah.
I wonder why that is. Maybe so you can't tailor your character to match your crimes somehow?
Yeah. You can go back. You can go back after you see your crimes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Guess it's supposed to just set the tone before you finally get into the world.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will say that on my end, I did not comment on it, but I made myself some medium Chinese armor. And I've dyed
Yeah,
it.
I was going to comment on it, actually. It looked really super cool. I'm used to it being red and gold. You made it blue and gold, I believe, right?
It's still got gold buttons and gold patterning, but I've made it blue with kind of black around the edges.
Ooh, nice. I'd have to take a clear look. You kind of disappeared into the night just as quickly as you came.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I stopped what I was like. I jumped around to acknowledge that. Oh wow, look, Alex! I didn't know you were there. But then I thought that wasn't sufficient, so I opened up Discord to actually come chat with you. And then by that point, you were already gone.
Yeah.
Just seriously, as you'd shown up.
Well, I figured it wasn't fair for me to just sit there. I teleported to you to find you.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought that you were actually wandering in that area, and I thought, wow, what are the odds that we just happen to bump into each other now? Finally, after hours of not actually encountering each other like once after we went in separate directions.
I went out of the jungle area to go find Gollermans for some brimstone and to the Cave of Sorcery to get the thaumaturgy table, but other than that, I have largely just been hanging out on the border between New River and the jungle for a good long while now.
Oh, okay. I've spent a significant amount of time over by that again, the Hand of the Maker or whatever that particular monument is called.
Yeah.
That's where I built my current base.
Pink, now that you're a free man, what are you thinking? He's not. Okay.
He's
I just stepped out for a second because I realized I forgot my thing in the kitchen.
again.
Ah.
Yeah,
But,
you don't want
yeah.
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's definitely not a good
I
idea.
don't.
But
I try
it
not to
wasn't
leave my
like
thing
anything was
anywheres.
left on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Pink, you are of course free to do whatever you want, but Alex and I were basically kind of feeling that with this new playthrough, we would basically not focus so much on one giant base, but kind of just go where we want and just make small bases, outposts, and so forth here and there. You know, I mean, obviously you can build whatever you want, but I think we ditched the idea. I don't want to speak for you, Alex, as well, but
Yeah.
I feel as if yeah, we kind of dropped the idea of building a single large, all-inclusive arena of sorts
The
for our
Mega
character.
Citadel.
Yeah, the Mega Citadel. I mean, it was super
Fine
cool.
with me. I like being nomadic in the times I got to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now you can be nomadic and go wherever you want and make whatever base you want. And if we want at some point to pool our resources, we still can. But there will, I guess, for the moment at least, not. I mean, not yet anyway. No one has established like this is where I want everything to be. Nothing like that.
Yeah. At some point, probably one of us should meet up with Pink just so we can add him to the clan. But other than that,
Oh, we have to do that actually specifically. Like we. Oh, he has to.
face to
We
face.
give him
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is.
Which
I
I'm
just-
much closer to the spawn area, so that should probably be me. You're way the fuck up north.
I'm still north.
All right, before I finalize, I just want to list off my crimes here.
Yeah, I want to hear him. I always want to hear.
Here hangs Pink Sparkle Puff. My species or whatever is Hyrcanian / Tyrannian. I don't know what any of that means. Condemned. Go ahead.
It's simultaneously like Turanians are the Conan equivalent of Iranians, Persians, and the Hyrcanians are the Conan equivalent of Mongols and Huns.
Ah.
Interesting mix.
Yeah, I find it weird that's the one race in the game where it's like, this can work as either. Like, what? We didn't... But the Picts and the Sumerians need to be split up for some reason.
They'll all work it out eventually.
Condemned to death and exile for crimes including destruction of property, defecating on a statue,
Defecating on a statue.
Oh,
and
that's a winner.
finally,
That's great.
and most heinously, punching a camel.
Just like Conan himself.
You fucker.
That's awesome. Those are good. Those are all good.
Those were all winners.
Yeah, mine. One of them was, I think, just burglary. Another one was, I believe, I choked somebody out, and then the most impressive one was regicide. So I killed the king or queen somewhere.
I think I choked out a priest.
It was either a priest or a merchant in my case, I think.
You got a merchant. You got a merchant, I got a priest. Because I remember regicide, like, I remember I only really had one impressive one. It was choking out the priest. Otherwise, like, I was like, debauchery and defilement.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. I know that my first character, she had something like, well, it started as a he, of course, but it was something like, like improper abuse of a corpse or something like that. Some kind of necrophilic.
We're all guilty of that now.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Ah,
Did you make them?
that scared the shit out of me.
I can tell. What was it? What the hell happened?
I was mining iron and a panther fucking... A panther hit me in the back so hard my character didn't even do the Kishi bump. He ragdolled and went flying.
Oh, okay.
He slid on his face.
That occasionally happens to me. Yeah, it's actually funny when you can appreciate it, but I would imagine it would be very startling when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Pink, did you make a male or a female character?
Female. Why would I make a male? What is wrong with you?
You know, I'm trying to explain or understand. I shouldn't say explain. I'm trying to understand why people like you and myself enjoy making female characters so much now. When as a kid or as a youth, whatever you want to say, teen, etc., I always would prefer male characters because that's what I am. I don't know what's changed. I don't know if it's just the graphics have improved to the point to where now it's nice to look at pretty girls when I play games. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's neat because I'm not a girl and so it's kind of neat to play as something I'm not. I don't know. A lot of people are really concerned about representation, but for me, it's like I think it's kind of cool to be playing as a character that's nothing like myself.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I understand representation. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not a fan of course, forced representation, but it's, I don't know. I mean, I play as a female pretty much, I'd say 75% of the time in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I mean, part of it, oh, I guess, yeah, this is really just limited to the custom character scenario. I'll say for my part, the last time I went with a chick, because Pink I knew was going to make a chick soon, and at the start, Mike, you went with dudes, so I was like, well, I'll balance it out, I'll be a chick.
Oh, that's why you went with the female when we originally played the first game? That was the whole reason you picked a chick?
Yeah, and then,
Oh.
you went and got a divine sex change, so then... There was a lot more estrogen floating in the group than I had anticipated.
That's really what it was, too.
The Greeks would be really into that, I think.
Divine sex change.
Definitely.
Well, they were a swinging group of cats. I'm sure they would have appreciated it.
Yeah, now I again pretty well did the reverse here, because I knew Pink was still going to make a chick, and now I knew, Mike, you were going to make a chick, so I was like, well, I'll make a dude now. The awkward thing is, though, this is such a mild complaint, but the women's regular jog animation for when you're not sprinting, but you're not walking, you're in between, you're jogging, it's fairly normal. She pumps her arms, you know. She looks like she's going places.
Kind of an effeminate, sort of dainty run.
It's not even really that dainty, but when the
Really?
dude's...
You don't think so?
The dude jog looks like he's got a load of shit in his pants, and he's trying to jog in a way where it's not going to jostle too much.
Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, Mike, I'm having a run now. It's not, you know, from the side and from behind.
The walk cycle for chicks
dainty.
is the feminine one.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the sultry walk, yeah. She's hot and she knows it. She means business as she walks through a giant tree and obscures her vision. There she is.
Ow.
Yeah, I literally I had her walking towards the camera so I could examine the walk in question, and because I was looking at her and not what was in front of her, she just literally just walked through what was apparently a very large shrubbery, and took her several seconds of trying to be sexy as she made her way through it.
I would love if it made a little thunk noise too.
I just would have liked it if she did, as you said, and just went ow, ow, ow. Mighty warrior indeed. Oops. I've been collecting some characters out here in New Azagarth. I think that's what it was called. I can never remember what this place is called. Azagarth? We never agreed.
Soon calls it Asgarath all the time, and I corrected him every time, and he would refuse to listen. Asgarth.
Azagarth. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's like
Panther Kittens.
Panther Kittens? I don't know if I've ever seen one. Surely I must have, but that's a pretty rare sight, from what I can tell.
I grabbed a couple and I left them getting tamed on the beach near the jungle.
Now, are you planning on using them?
I think I was at some point, but while I was over there for that moment, I was figuring it'd be more useful just to have them convert meat into poop.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that would still be a thing as a non-sorcerer character. I didn't know if poop had a use beyond sorcery type of stuff.
Farming. Really, poop never had much use as a sorcerer to begin with.
I thought that somehow so the whole time that you were always collecting it in the other games for the...
I will say compost was useful for building a shallow grave if I wanted to make a horde of zombies. But
that might have been what I was thinking, actually. Yeah, okay. I think that all kind of blurred together for me. I just figured that it was like some kind of earthen dirt, blood, dirt, some kind of like natural sorcery type of scary stuff at work.
Yeah, I get you.
I do not dabble in the dark arts.
Yeah, neither do I anymore. It was a different time. I was much younger.
Yeah, much different person a couple weeks ago. It seemed like a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it definitely obviously had some tremendous disadvantages, but it looked like there was a lot to it.
Yeah, a lot of that magic power stuff is cool. I was getting kind of sick of swinging and doing no damage, which, to be fair, was also part of how I spec'd the character. And I actually was pretty tanky as wizards go because I took the tanky stuff that you can get as a wizard, but because I
Oh,
spec mostly into tanky stuff as a wizard, that also meant subsequently I wasn't doing any damage.
that makes perfect sense, actually. Yeah, you were doing all the vitality and not so much the grit or strength, maybe.
You were playing support as a solo.
Yeah.
It sounds that way, actually. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, pretty well. I could still do good work, like with zombies and just kind of being there as emotional support for the zombies, but other than that, I was kind of reliant on having Mike or Soon or Pink to around to help.
Yeah.
Mostly
Which I
Soon.
think was perfectly logical. Yeah, yeah. Soon went the tanky route really quickly. I spent a lot more time, and I'm still playing this way. Which it's really cool that you can do this. I preferred to play as a relatively strong character, but one who was not as strong as they could be because I preferred to travel with thralls who were also strong. They were my tanky backups, so I didn't need to rely too much on just myself. So I was the guy with the thralls. You were the sorcerer who was weak but still had all these awesome magic spells that could do crazy shit. Soon was the pure tank. I never saw Pink enough to know what his style was.
Archery, right?
Oh, right, he was an archer. That's right. Everyone had their own thing. That's super cool.
And
But
I had a
eventually we
25% accuracy rate, and don't you forget it.
What was it?
I said I had a 25% accuracy rate.
Oh, I thought you said 75. I was gonna say that's really damn good. Well, you were trying, and that's what counts.
Eventually it came to be that anytime Pink was logged on, we were all doing like I was crafting shit or we were building or whatever. And when we were adventuring was when Pink was off, so Pink didn't get to join for that.
That's true, yeah. We were always doing stuff like going into caves or going to like pick up this one thing that, Soon wanted to do or whatever, or when we went to the north to get you those tools. Pink happened to be out for all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the good thing about this game, one of the many good things about this game, is that you can just dip in and out, and it's not too super, that big of a deal. You don't really have to be there. It's not life and death. You can skip out a couple of sessions or whatever, and it's still okay.
Yeah, really, once you get to level 60, it doesn't matter so much if you miss out on stuff, because people can still give you part of the rewards.
Yeah. I think we were all at level 60 at that point too. I believe. I don't know if Pink was, but I know the rest of us were.
I had just hit level 30 the last time we played, I think.
Oh!
Yeah, we were obviously playing a lot more than he was. It's gonna be so weird now without having Soon in. Was he like kind of like, oh, well, I don't really want to do this anymore? What like did he sound more
He made it
frustrated?
sound
Or...
more. He made it sound more like the lack of space on his computer had already been something that he was worrying about. So this was pretty well just like the final thing that made him go like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get that problem solved."
Okay.
I mean, I remember when we were resetting the server, I did say explicitly I did think that was going to be a problem with Soon. That Soon hates replaying stuff.
I know you. I had known that you had told me that before. I couldn't remember you saying that specifically on that day, but that was kind of a messed up day where everything was going on all at once. I couldn't remember exactly everything that was said. Too much was being said.
Yeah.
And not enough.
What the heck is this?
What is
I just found
what?
a massive grub on the ground. Can I kill it? Can I eat it?
Back grub.
You can.
Oh! He's in my inventory now.
Yep.
Was there a special purpose to the grubs? It seems like there's got to be something more than just food.
Fat grubs are the best variety of fishing bait.
Oh.
They are virtually guaranteed to get the largest, most quality fish possible.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That's neat.
You can fish in this game?
Sort of.
Sort
You don't
of,
really fish
yeah.
so much as... It's kind of just an automated fish catching system.
Yeah, I should have said, like, okay, let's not get Pink too excited here.
I mean, I remember having the same reaction. I was like, you can even fish in this game? And you're like, oh, no, not really. And I was like, oh. Because everything else in this game is super deep.
Yeah, it's kind of odd in a way. I guess, like, the automated fisher's probably going to catch faster than anyone else would anyways, so...
Yeah. Excuse me. It might also be something someone modded in. I don't think so. I've not seen such a mod, but you never know.
I could definitely see it happening. What the hell did I do with my crystals?
You got
Where's
a
my
lot
crystal
of
meth?
There's the fastest, briefest, tiniest reference to Breaking Bad in Twisted Metal. I appreciated it.
What's that?
Just a very completely, like random, unimportant, like 17th tier character just shows up for a scene. He's just there to, kind of provide some laughs, and he sort of segues from one part of the scene to another aspect of the scene, and he's talking about what his life was like before he became part of this outlaw, vehicular gang that he's a part of, the Vultures. And he's saying something like, "Oh yeah, before that I was doing this, and I was doing that, and I was dealing the meth as well. Man, that blue stuff." I was like, "Ah, I caught it."
Yeah.
Just a cute little reference, something that fans of the show would appreciate, but people who'd never seen it wouldn't necessarily even have to think anything about. Good little tiny reference. Didn't ruin the flow.
Yeah.
I appreciate references like that. Like if they carried on and said something like, "Yeah, but that guy with the pork pie hat and the glasses, he was kind of spooky. Him and that little methed up partner of his, like that would have. That's the
What
kind
were
of
their
shit
names? WW? Yeah, and he had a brother in the DAEA. That was crazy shit, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that was good fried chicken though. There at the Mexican name joint. I forget what it was called. It was something about there's two chicken dudes on the front. I don't know, man.
This goes on
Well,
at great length explaining the whole show. The whole episode
very
is just him running
poorly.
down Breaking Bad. Yeah, very very badly. Now that I think about it, actually, there's a one of the best episodes in the entire show was filmed in a well, I'm assuming it was filmed in a real fast food location, and I could swear it looked like the actual Los Poros Hermanos building. I'd have to look that up.
Huh.
Yeah, it looked oddly similar. I mean, I know they're famous that was an actual restaurant in Albuquerque that doubled as it was a local chain. I can't remember what it was, but it doubled obviously as Los Pollos Hermanos, and became kind of famous for it. People go there for the tourist attraction aspect of it, the tourism aspect of it, etc. So I wouldn't be surprised if they also did it for Twisted Metal. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah. There's a little town out in the kind of a canyon out in the Mojave Desert, not too far from Las Vegas, called Good Springs, that gets video game tourist folks coming in because it was in Fallout New Vegas. It's where you start.
Oh,
Yeah.
how interesting! I thought you were going to go the ET route because that's not too far from Alamogordo. Being that it's in New Mexico. Alamogordo, New
Yeah.
Mexico is where ET was buried. Well, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
the video game.
Wait, pardon
Anyone
me, what?
who's- Yeah.
No.
Alex, you go ahead.
Okay, wait. Okay, well, E.T. the video game was buried. No, they did not bury the actual E.T. the alien. You
Okay,
did not miss out on
right.
E.T. 2, where E.T. fucking dies. That'd have been a different movie. But, yeah, E.T. the game, notoriously, was predicted to be a massive smash success for the Atari. A system-defining success for the Atari, and it decidedly was not. And they overproduced it, and as a result, they had to bury, like, an absurd amount of overproduced game cartridges.
And they dumped them in a landfill in Alamogordo, New Mexico. And I've actually looked it up on the map. You can see the actual dig site and everything, the actual, the specific landfill. For the longest time, I don't know why it was a rumor. I mean, I guess maybe people weren't reading the same books I was growing up, but, it was rumored that, well, did they really do that? Are there really buried cartridges? And it's like, well, yeah, there are. It was in the newspaper. Yeah, of course, yeah. But for some reason, yeah, I mean, I was always just kind of mystified by that. 'Cause I guess I didn't think the people were stupid, but I didn't understand how that was not fact. For me, it was like not that it. Well, I knew better, so I'm smarter. No, like just for me, it was always just never in dispute. It was always presented as fact. Whenever I read about it,
is the thing.
yeah, I guess maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's also a generational thing that I grew up with that game, and so maybe because like I was there to kind of see the market crash and everything, it was more real to me. I was a little bit more like kind of saw it happen sort of thing. So
It
maybe
does
that
sound
has
like,
to do with it.
for a younger person, it does sound like the sort of thing older people make up to fuck with you.
I guess it kind of. I can see how it would. Yeah, the perspective's got to be a lot different when you're, let's say, for example, even 10 years ago, before before it was popularized, and they went and dug it up and actually proved it and had it on TV and did documentaries and all that. I guess I can see how, even just again 10 years ago, if somebody's maybe like 15 years old, they're like, oh, yeah, like, so this company went out of business and there's like this secret, hidden, treasure trove of cartridges that were buried, and, no one knows where it is, and just all. Yeah, I guess I can see how that would seem like something out of a legend, something mythical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I tried really hard to get one of the cartridges. I stopped bidding it at about $400.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you have to come to terms with: do I want an actual, like, the prized piece of my most beloved hobby in life, or do I want to spend hundreds of dollars on a literal piece of garbage?
Yeah.
What's more important? And sooner or later, yeah, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
Can't say I didn't want it. What's the
Ugh.
dumbest thing you guys have ever bought? Like you treasure it. You like, it's, you don't regret it, but it's like, boy, is that like kind of a waste of money.
Well, I can look over and see some, just as an immediate answer, I can look over and see some old Warhammer Army books, which are generally somewhere in the space of 20 years old, and several of them are just a few editions apart. But there's enough changes to the lore that it matters to me, damn it.
Well, why would you? Would you say it's dumb because it seems so minimal? The changes are so small, or because the cost of the books was so exorbitant in relation to what you
Oh,
got?
no, the cost was not a problem at all, but
Oh,
the,
well, it doesn't sound like that bad a purchase.
I remember when I mentioned in the we have a little tabletop thread on the Discord, and I showed on the thread, hey, I bought these old Warhammer books, they're awesome, and Ted kind of smart-assed me, like, yeah, you need to get the two editions that are right next to each other, because they're so different.
I
And
guess
by
he
all
would
means,
know.
of course,
To be fair.
yeah, no, Ted doesn't know. That's actually,
Oh,
I educated that motherfucker on it, but it's Ted, Ted's by nature a
Ted.
smart-ass.
Yeah.
He's enough of a D&D fan to know that these things are nonetheless things that you care about when you're deep enough into it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Ted gets a kick out of shitting on Warhammer because he likes to think that it bothers me. In the same way that I like to get a kick out of shitting on the Patriots and whoever plays for
Oh
fucking Patriots.
no.
Yeah.
Sport stuff.
Yeah.
Those are fighting words for some people.
Yeah. He gets a kick out of shitting on the Mannings, though, and the Mannings are pretty well gods from back in Indiana and in New York, so.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom and dad very much still worship at the Church of Peyton Manning, so.
I have a cousin who named his kid Peyton, and I never got the answer if it was named after Walter Payton or Peyton Manning. I don't know football. I honestly, I don't, like, he just kind of laughed and didn't answer me.
Well, I was born in '98, and my middle name is Peyton, and I still remember in elementary school some kids did think I was named after Peyton Manning.
Is one significantly better than the other? Oh, go ahead and continue. I'll probably get the answer just by the story.
Well, Walter Payton never played for Indiana, but so
far
as I know,
that'll make a difference.
But yeah, I don't think Peyton Manning was even playing for the NFL in '98. So if my parents were just fucking precognizant.
Well, my cousin's kid was about that same age. I met them in 2008, and he was about 10. So that would have been, he's about your age then. So I guess he also would have been named after which one? Walter Payton?
Walter Payton, yeah.
Walter Payton, okay.
Yeah, Walter Payton, I think, played for Chicago, which would make more sense for you, because you're quite a ways from Indiana.
Sort of. I mean, take the right highway, and the town I grew up in is really only about like an hour and a half drive. Well, no, probably about a 2-hour drive from Indiana. But that's not necessarily, directly next door driving, no.
Yeah, it's a couple states over, and Indiana's a big highway state. Indiana, flyover country. Nonetheless, what they try to brag about is, well, we're the heart of America because the highway network all connects here. But, like, no, you're not really the heart of America. If Indiana disappeared one day, the rest of the U.S. would kind of just be like, oh, that sucks. Guess we're going to have to move the highway somewhere else.
That's how I feel about Illinois, except we don't even have highways. We don't have fucking shit.
You have a city that is largely famous for pizza and gangsters.
Yeah, we have one giant horrible city that ruins everything for the rest of the state. Like this entire state is dictated by the votes and the trends of one single city, which is
Like Oregon.
barely even in the state. What's that, Pink?
I said it's like Oregon.
Is that? Yeah, you know what? You're right. I never hear of any other cities other than fucking.
Portland.
Thank you. Yes, I kept on wanting to say Seattle, and it's like no, that's nearby, but I know that's not right.
Yeah, that's a bit too far north.
Yeah,
Just a wee bit out of state.
a little bit.
Pink, do you want me to meet up with you and give you the grace of our clan?
If it's not a hassle, but otherwise I'm good.
Yeah,
Make you.
so I'm gonna be real here. I've been out on the coastline looking for you already and thinking like, I should probably ask him where he is.
I am in sector. Let's
That sounds
see.
like a transformer.
But it
Sector.
does. I'm in 5G.
5G.
On the bottom
Damn.
right.
Doesn't that give cancer?
Yeah, I was thinking 5G.
Oh yeah,
network.
yeah, it does. I forgot about that.
Wait,
Cause your
it
balls will
does?
shrink. No, it's a very common conspiracy theory. No, the conspiracy theory for was a while that 5G towers are transmitting COVID.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
It's a radio tower that's shooting out diseases at people.
Once you get past the how, I'd like to hear the why. No, I'd actually rather not.
Because it's a conspiracy for to justify increased government control of the people and to cover up that Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, well, probably not Donald Trump, he's the one superhero, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Kennedys, except for apparently John Kennedy Jr., who is also beloved by this same crowd and thought of as a hero. I don't understand. It's all a cover-up because they're lizard people and they're trying to take away the freedom of the American spirit.
If only the government worked so hard at anything as hard as they claim the government is working at trying to trick us.
That is
For
the
no
fundamental
apparent
answer
reason.
That is the
Go ahead,
fundamental answer to every conspiracy theory of like, okay, but here's the problem. This is the U.S. government who can't keep a fucking secret to save their fucking lives.
Yeah. Who's inept at pretty much fucking everything. Except maybe the military, I guess. Although we fucked that up.
Even that!
Too. Yeah, I kind of realized that after it came out of my mouth, yeah.
There is one of my favorite stupid things that pops up in the news regularly. Have you ever heard of the game World of Tanks?
I have.
So World of Tanks is a game...
Oh, it sounds like Pink knows exactly where you're going on this one. I heard him laughing.
I've told him this one before because it's a good one. So World of Tanks is a game that specifically takes lots of pride in advertising how true to life the tanks are. They're based just off of the real-life historical tank models. And as a matter of fact, they even put in modern-day tanks, which have not had declassified files yet, so they're just going off of like, okay, well, this is just the information from, like, actual U.S. government-released video footage of the tanks and actual, like, journalism footage of the tanks, and we're just basing it off of that, and we're guessing at the specs of these tanks, right? Just going off the footage.
Okay.
Which is perfectly legal. That's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah,
However,
so far.
There have been, like, a lot of instances, I want to say a half dozen, but I think it's actually much more instances of people coming on and going, hey, the Abrams M11... It doesn't, the specs are off in game. They're going onto the community forums and saying this stuff, and people are going, well, you don't know that.
Yeah, how would you know that?
The specs have not been released. Like, this isn't, the goddamn Apache or whatever we were using in World War II, where the specs are very much out there and you can just look it up. It's public information. Like, for modern tanks that the military is currently using, they keep that information hidden because that's, important information of warfare. But nonetheless, some guy will go, no, hang on, I've got the specs right here. And there have been like a half dozen times at least that some government military fucking leaker has exposed himself because he's like, no, you gotta understand, the tank specs are off.
Because he's so anal about his video game that he's giving himself away, giving the governmental secrets away because he's so concerned about the legitimacy of the specs of a video game.
Like, I think just about all of them have gone to prison. Because, yeah.
You'd think they just shut the damn game down by this point. It's,
Well,
it's just a recipe for disaster.
I'm sure that is what several old military and government dudes have went like. Why can't we shut this game down? And what inevitably has to be the answer from any rational government figure with any knowledge of law would have to be, well, the game itself's not doing anything wrong. It just makes stupid people leak shit.
If anything, it's like a fly trap. It's actually getting these idiots caught before they do even worse damage.
In a way, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Thank God it's just constrained to a video game.
I am in G5.
All right, are you in the bottom corner? I'm sitting on top of a peak.
Okay, I was wondering how you're getting around here, because it's like, this is Hyena fucking City, and you just hopped off the cross. What are you doing out here?
I'm ignoring everything I come across and just making my way downtown.
There is definitely a lot of validity to that approach. There's a lot of stuff in this game. You can sneak around all the enemies and get some stuff early that you're not supposed to.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Because I'll say the
Actually,
Iron
no.
Nose is,
Oh, go ahead.
the Iron Nose is here, for instance, to cover up a considerable stretch of this, like, or just no problem at all to get around. Okay,
Yeah,
which bottom corner, Pink?
The right bottom corner.
The right bottom corner. So the west, yes?
Yes.
Okay, the west, okay. Oh boy. Well, a little fall never hurt anyone. Ow, that hurt!
You guys are in G5. You're very close to my little base.
Alright, the hand of God, right?
Yeah, should you reunite, it's literally straight north. It's like 100% straight north of exactly where you are right now, Alex, and presumably pretty close to where Pink is.
Yeah, it's almost kind of the gateway that indicates you're coming to the savannah.
Yes, yeah, it's like a crossroads of 3 tributaries basically. It's almost dead center in the middle of the map actually.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to, I wanted to be, well, I could always teleport there. If you happen to go in that direction, let me know. I'd like to see what you guys think. It's nothing major. It's just an outdoor collection of, structures. Not even structures, just some building. Yeah, whatever. It's a little tiny home. Very tiny modest home.
Pink, where would you... Oh, boy. Nope, don't beat my ass. Ow! He's beating my ass!
After you explicitly said not to. That was the one thing you said not to do.
Oh!
Turns out they weren't good at taking orders.
No.
Ow!
Uh-oh, sandstorm. Sandstorm.
Yeah, that's a problem. Ordinarily, I would not be hurt by this, but I've been wounded by this Iron Nose while I was trying to get off my horse.
Quick,
damn it!
Some walls.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just build a fucking immediate ghetto house here. Oh God.
I've placed myself inside a box.
Yep, I'm gonna have to do that. Do I have wood on me? No, I don't. Oh, there's no trees anywhere fucking near here. Oh boy. Leave me alone.
I love it. Soon put himself in a box.
Soon's not here.
I'm sorry, you know what I meant.
That doesn't mean he's not in a box. You can't prove he's not.
Yeah, you can't say he's not in a box.
Can I just bandage through the pain? Yes I can. Ha ha!
Is the sandstorm fucking you up?
I was at less than 100 health because I kept getting smacked in the ass by an Iron Nose while I was trying to get off my horse.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now I'm probably fine, though I don't have any plant fiber to make more bandages, so if I'm not fine, then I'm fucked.
I like this. It's one or the other. No in between.
Life is defined by 2 states. 2 states
Fine
of
or
being.
fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, my character is currently holding in his guts. There we go. The sandstorm has passed.
Alright. I will break free of my confines.
I will break free of this cocoon and come out stronger. I'll have great wings.
What did you put yourself in, Pink?
So I put down a foundation, I built 4 walls around it, then I put a ceiling on top.
Oh, okay,
That
yeah.
was inside.
You
We've
built a
done that.
1x1 house.
Literal box.
A 1x1 house. I mean, I guess that's accurate. Hmm.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay.
Why does this still look like there's a sandstorm going, though?
It's passing. It's passing.
Oh, yeah, it's getting blue now. There we
Okay,
go.
yeah, the bottom... I'm
Bottom
in
right.
the southwestern corner of G5.
Are you on a peak?
I am not on a peak. Let me climb my ass up there.
I think I've currently finished with what I'm doing. I can teleport back there temporarily and see if I can be the go-between for you guys.
What the heck is this thing? Is this a gargoyle?
Is he at the Tower of Bats? Oh boy.
I'm wondering if he's by the bats. The aviary?
Oh!
I haven't seen any bats.
There are big bat creatures in this game. They're pretty freaky. They're kind of gargoyle bats.
Oh.
They're bargoyles.
Oh.
Okay, I don't think this is where Pink is, because Pink's not just standing in place.
Pink, you said that you're in G5, was that correct?
Yes.
You're
Are
in
there
G5.
iron noses all around? The rock monsters?
At the bottom of the desert floor there were. I know that much. I'm gonna move around a little bit, see if I can find you out there.
Pink, can you bring up the map really quick and kind of describe, like are you in the southeast, northeast, that kind of thing? Are you on
Southwest
a flat
corner
land?
is what he said.
It's in the
Yes,
southwest
very
corner.
southwest corner.
Very
Basically,
southwest
if I were any more southwest in this corner, I would be in 4G, in the top right of the 4G.
Top right of the 4G. West is... When you look at the map screen, the right is east.
Oh yes, this is true.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the eastern side.
My bad, fam. My bad.
Yeah, that changes things.
It's fine, it's fine. I think you said right to begin with, and my brain short-wired and responded west.
That's funny, though.
That rock doggo is kind of humping another rock, and it's interesting to look at.
It's funnily enough, I also saw a strange thing happening with a rock monster. I saw two Darfari cannibals beating on one, and for a second it looked like they had merged and became some new variety of monster, which would have been, oh, invoking new questions.
Yeah. Be interesting to see actual creation taking place live in this game, like dynamically as it happens.
Yeah. The coders are making new enemies for us as we play.
Well, Mike's here.
Pink is like way at the top of a Oh, I see you on your horse down there, Alex.
Yeah,
I
that's
see a bunch of things chasing after him.
Yeah,
Once you get to safety, I can help you guys try and find each other. Your girl kind of looks like a little bit sort of like a...
I saw you guys up there. I saw you.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was jumping around like a goof. Pink was staying perfectly still, like something you would not identify as a person from all the way down there. Being completely unhelpful. Oh, you put your bed up here even. Wow.
In case I fall.
That's not a bad idea. That's the right way to handle a bedroll. Oh, speaking of which, Pink, avoid placing placeables in the topmost ring of our inventory. Like things like bedrolls or the campfire, the cooking campfire. That's been freezing and crashing my game.
Okay.
And it's specific to the mod. Yeah, it's specific to the mod that gives us more inventory slots. I was able to confirm that. And it's only placeable items and only in the topmost, the 12 o'clock position of our inventory ring.
Oh.
Yeah. All other items seem to work, all other slots seem to work, but that combination is bad. Somehow, apparently, we all avoided that the entire time in the last playthrough, or something has changed. And if so, no. Again, though, nothing's changed. No, because on the mod page, other people were even saying stuff about it. Your character kind of looks like a slightly thin, relatively very thin, because you can't make fat characters in this game. Kind of a thin, awesome Kong.
tragic. I
No,
was
that's
too
good.
fat.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I didn't even know you could get up here. Did you climb all the way up here?
I climbed
Wow,
up
Alex
the
is
side
there
of
with
the
his
cliff face.
horse.
Yeah.
How'd you climb with a horse? That's
We
Horse
climbed separately.
climbed
We climbed.
too.
We climbed separately. Yeah, I got when I went to the horse dealership, they offered the climbing model, and I took that.
Ah.
That armor is so cool looking now. That looks really good. We're all admiring each other's characters now. This is the first time we've all been reunited in this game.
Yeah.
The
In this
new Swift.
playthrough.
The new squoo. Yeah, there we go. All right, my mission is accomplished.
The new
Accomplice?
Squoo. He's an accomplice.
Mic check.
Mic check. Hello?
All right, he's there. Mic check complete.
And he mentioned I should throw that in while me and him were talking earlier.
A mic check?
Yeah,
An actual check of me?
I guess so. I figured, oh, hell, why the hell not? We can have a mic check. All right, Mike, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging out up at the top of this ridge where Pink was. I don't know where you guys already went.
All right, mic check completed.
Ah. You guys are fuckers.
You're just now figuring this out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very. Ah, I saw that.
Took a fucking Kishi bump.
Did both of you fall?
No, I killed myself a while ago.
Oh. I saw Pink go flying down the.
When I said
the
mission
cliff face.
accomplished.
Oh, that was a while back. Okay.
I'm scaling and descaling purposely, just making my way north.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if we continue north, you can see my base or my little house or whatever. But it's again, there's really not a whole lot to show. It's just maybe I don't know if there's any supplies you guys might need or anything like that.
Do you have food?
I do think I've got some. Yeah, I've got some food there.
Excellent.
just like in real life, your character loves the food. I think
know,
a lot
the
of it's cruel.
It only just now occurs to me, now that we are going to be spending so much time separate in this game, then really, I don't need to worry about my Pink bringing me rotten meat anymore.
And Pink, you don't have to worry about him blotting out the sun.
This is true.
Now, I can't guarantee that.
Oh, that's a strong-ass character, then.
I've given up the path of sorcery. I've given up my sorceress ways. But don't doubt what I still am capable of doing through sheer willpower, motherfucker.
Yeah, the intent speaks for a lot.
And now that I've made it back to the little outpost I'm building in the jungle, I'm going to cut this recording. See you later, folks.